talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. This message is aimed at my carrier family. My carrier family. Yes, indeed. But wait, before I start. Hey, yo, carriers. How you doing? That's Derek from Massachusetts. You know, those guys weird. Boston, freaking watch the Celtics trash. Anyway, you tell him I said that, all right? Derek's my dog. That's my dog. We will be doing a collaboration. You know what I'm talking about. Go check out Mailman Derek's channel. Go check out Mailman Nick's channel. Go check out Sheba's channel. Go check out, who did I miss? Oh, Unconscious Thoughts. I still ain't figured out that young man's name yet. And Saeed doing this thing with the long beard. I'm jealous of his beard. Check his stuff out. Before you start, my name is JH. We got some of these funky shirts. You could be Superman, not quite like me, but whoever you want to be. They got the hats. Tina, she be hooking them up in the video description. Let's chat, shall we? The landscape of the carriers are changing. Let me tell you why. Because I test all the carriers as they come in. I test all the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the different in 2 seconds. But here's the thing. Here's some facts. The landscape of the whole post office itself is changing. Now, if you're a little sensitive and you don't like your ears tickled, then you want to cry because you can't believe he said that. But yeah, you talk about freedom of speech. This is not the video for you because I'm going to drop some facts about what's coming down the pipe. Okay? People sensitive about everything nowadays. But the landscape of the postal carriers are changing from yesterday to today. We are shifting from regular mail to parcel delivery. And I don't think that a lot of the new people that are coming in realize this. Now, all of my carriers can agree with this. Again, all my stuff, I talk to a whole carrier chat group before I start talking. A lot of them don't understand when they come in that it's not just sitting in a truck and just putting mail in a mailbox. What they see is not what it is. You guys are grinding out there. People are dying from doing this job, and it's not an easy job. You guys deserve a lot more pay. We're going to talk about that contract that's coming soon. Soon. I told y'all it's coming next year. I ain't going to say I told you so, but y'all deserve it because you grind for it. Y'all say, we compare our pay to UPS. Y'all say that. Then when I start talking about it, you're saying, don't compare them. They're not us. Can't win for losing. But here's the thing. UPS drivers, FedEx drivers, Amazon drivers, DHL drivers, what's the one thing that they have in common? You do not see, this is where you get offended, heavy set, older drivers or people that are out of shape. What I'm noticing that I have coming into me, and some people watch me, don't take it offensively, they have no idea about what you guys do. They don't. They think it's all peaches and cream, and they come in there and they work for 2-3 weeks, and then they quit because they can't handle it. Because what it took you to do, the grind from the old pay scale to the new pay scale, no matter. You've been there for 2 years, you know the grind. But the new people that are coming in, they want what you got, but they're not ready for what you got. And here's the thing. The USPS is transitioning from primarily delivering letters to handling a higher volume of parcels. The shift requires carriers to manage heavier and bulkier items more frequently. Those NGDVs ain't for more letters. They're for more parcels. We know this. Number 2. Well, let's finish number 1. The impact of that, the parcel delivery demands need greater physical strength and stamina, making it challenging for less fit carriers to keep up with the workload. We know this to be factual. Y'all have a workload up to 75 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. 70 or 75 pounds, which is ridiculous. People ordering goddamn dog food and you got to carry it up 3 flights of stairs. I feel you. But there's people that we have coming in here now that complain for just doing the driving course, that haven't even gotten out and walked the route like you guys do. Increased physical demands. Y'all know the physical demands have increased. Modern postal carriers need to walk long distances, carry heavy loads, navigate various terrains, down hills, up hills, under this, round this corner. The ones that live in the cities, they go up and down them small staircases. Y'all do it all. This is similar to the physical demands faced by UPS, Amazon, and FedEx drivers and DHL when they go to deliver. Carriers who are not physically fit will struggle with these demands, leading to potential injuries and decreased efficiency because they got to take more breaks than you guys. You guys are already struggling yourself because it's ridiculous about what it is that you are being asked to do. Which is also why they're breaking down a lot of your routes, because they know what they have in store coming is going to be ridiculous. Some people say, oh, UPS is great. A lot of them UPS people they work 12-hour shifts 6 days a week. They're like, for that money, I'll work it. No, you won't, because you'll complain about, hey, not enough money. We know the game. We know the game. We will never be pleased. That's just truth. We will never be pleased. Number 3 is competitive landscape. And this is what DeJoy's been talking about. USPS carriers are now competing with younger, fitter drivers from companies like UPS, Amazon, and FedEx. I do a lot of the driving tests for them. They're like, this shit is easy. That's what they tell me. The ones that come in there and they grind, they gonna be burned out quick. I know it. But they're accustomed. They're like, man, I worked Amazon, man, for 2 years. I've been up and down the stairs. This is nothing. I used to do 400 or 500 packages a day. I'm like, God damn, that's not even normal. But that's what they've been doing. These companies often hire a younger individual who can handle the physical aspects of the job more efficiently. Now, post office used to, for truck drivers, I know this for a fact, have a physical stress test. And they wouldn't let us get in the trucks until we went to a doctor and we had a physical stress test. We had to duck down and walk under things. We had to push, pull. Yeah, that's what they made us do. I don't know how many of you that have been here for a while know that that's what they used to do. Check people to be physically fit and capable of doing this job. Carriers have a grueling job. It's a job that I could not do. And I am not ashamed to say it. That's why my kids do it. I can do it, but it's past my time. But I see people coming in there, 50, 60, and I'm thinking to myself, they're gonna burn themselves out. And it's not my place to tell them anything different. And it's sad, but you all know it's a rough job. To remain competitive, USPS needs carriers who can match the physical capabilities of their counterparts in other delivery services. So I see it. They come and they go. My schedule does not get less than it was before. It hasn't slowed down. We have let's just say we have 50 stations we hire for. Just 50 stations. And all I'm doing is just bringing new RCAs and CCAs in. That's it. But they keep coming. Why do they keep coming? Because the turnover rate is high. People can't handle what carriers do. This is not for the faint at heart. It really ain't. It's a very rewarding job once you get to the promised land. But shit. And I applaud y'all all the time. We may not see eye to eye on a lot of things, But the respect that I have for the carriers is second to none. See, my sister come home and she crying, my baby come home and she crying. Yo, it's not even a game. But people come in there and they're not physically prepared for what you do. And because of all the new things that are coming, I see a major change coming to how they select the new hires, because it costs them a lot of money. Health and safety concerns. The physical strain of carrying heavy parcels can lead to repetitive stress injuries and other health issues. Overweight carriers are at a higher risk of these problems. The impact. Ensuring carriers are fit can reduce the risk of injuries, leading to fewer sick days and better overall performance. Establish routes and adaptability. Current carriers that may be not so fit, using my words wisely, they typically have routes that appease to them because they've been there for so long. And they'll switch out once they start to get a lot of parcels, is what it is. And then they're preparing the new hires to try and take those over. They split these routes up, take some of that off. That's why they got all this Tyreep, whatever y'all call it, where they're reevaluating all these routes. They're preparing because they're gonna break a lot of routes up. I've told you this years ago. So when y'all start reading it and look surprised, some of you guys even correct me. Say, no, it's not pronounced Tyreep, it's Tyreep. You guys have told me this. The guys that have written for a minute, you know, I've been telling you this for years, this was gonna happen. And now it's happening. It's like, it is what it is. While experienced carriers have the advantage of familiarity and seniority with their routes, the physical demands will necessitate a shift towards hiring more physically fit individuals. And like I said, we keep hiring and hiring and hiring and hiring. I'm like, yo, did they hire like 50 more people for this specific station within the last 3 months? Because a lot of people that come in, they're just not ready for it. They're not. They're really not. And I don't pass judgment on everybody, on anybody. I'm not. I mean, I'm almost 50. I can physically do it if I had to. There are people that cannot. But in conclusion, the evolving role of the postal carriers requires a focus on physical fitness to handle the increased demands of parcel delivery. That's what we're doing right now. It is what it is. Highlighting these points will help you as you guys realize what you will be encountering within the near future. I tell no lie. You carriers witness this on a consistent basis. There is a backstory to everything. There is planning that goes into everything. We don't see the big picture unless you are versatile with whom you interact with. I am blessed and cursed at the same time because I interact with everybody. So all the information I'm able to put together like a puzzle. But a carrier at a station in West Bubba Dobadoo in the middle of nowhere only sees his little picture, so he may not understand it. I get it. And there's so many other people that may not understand it. I get it. But when you start watching people that are digging for information, trying to share information that's realistic information, you're educating yourself and preparing yourself for what's to come in the future. There are people upset because, oh, they're breaking up my route. There's a reason. If you live in a rich neighborhood, rich people end up ordering more garbage. In a less rich neighborhood, in a poor neighborhood, they're not gonna order as many parcels because they can't afford it. They strategically do everything. I'm not making this up. You all see it. You see it. Every one of your stations, you see it. There's certain routes that won't have not but 3 parcels. And you got some that are in the nicer areas that got 100 parcels. It's just how it is. But nonetheless, the scope of how things are being run here, it's all coming full circle. From the machines at the plants being fully equipped to handle the parcels from the vehicles that they are bringing in to handle the parcels, from me training carriers that have been there on 2 tons and pro masters because they've never had to do it because their routes are now requiring them to do it. It's all part of the circle. And remember, you don't hear nothing else and you get to the end of this. We could fuss, we could complain, but we work under the United States Postal Service. We were hired through the Human Resource Department. And if you break down the word human resource, we are a physical human and we are just resources for the United States Postal Service that are there put in place to get their objective done. Human resources. They enforce the will of the post office. Human resources. Think about that. Look it up. Don't just take words, oh, it's a human resource department. That's exactly what it means. So we are just the resources that are human, that are put in place to fill the obligation and the needs that this place wants. We got the union to help us if they're not in bed with management. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. This is JH. Tell me what you think about my opinion piece. And I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.